Welcome to another Teach Python video. My name is Seongbin and I'm a first year student at UCLA. Today I'll be going over operators with you guys. So I think this was discussed in earlier videos, but basically our computers can do 4 different things. It can take in input, it can store the input, process it, and lastly output whatever was processed in the computer. So today we're going to learn how Python can do processing. And Python does processing through operators. Operators are basically whatever we use to do math to data. So if you guys are familiar with math, it's just addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These are some examples of operators. Okay, so let's say I wanted to print out, hi, I'm 18. And we can just print it out like this. Or let's say I just wanted to use whatever we learned today. I wanted to concatenate the 2 strings and say, hi, I am and plus 18. Now, this says that it's an error. It says we can't concatenate string and integer objects. So what we need to do is we need to concatenate a string and a string. So in order to do that, we need to change the 18 to a string. 18 was an integer. Now if I change that to a string using this operator, we're going to get hi, I'm 18, as expected. The same thing is with Boolean, so we can't add a Boolean to a string. Doing this will result in an error. However, we can change the Boolean to a string, cast the Boolean to a string, and we get hi, I'm true. Alright, so last thing, let's try doing print tick plus talk. Alright, so pause the video here and see what you think this will print out. So in fact, if we print this out, this is just going to print out tick space plus space talk. This is because the plus sign was inside of the quotations. If we wanted to print out tick talk, we would have to put the quotes right next to the word so that we're actually adding 2 strings together. If we do that, we get tick talk. And I realize I spelled it wrong, but... Alright, so I just pulled up a Teach editor, and if you want to follow along with me, I encourage you to do so as well. So the first operator I'm going to go over is addition. And basically, Python calculates sums for us. So basically, if we add 5 plus 3 together, what Python is gonna do is automatically add 5 plus 3 and produce its sum as the output. And since 5 plus 3 is 8, the output is gonna be 8. And now that's adding 2 integers. And now let's try adding a float to an integer. So let's change the 5 to a float, 5.0. And if we get the output, we're gonna get 8.0. So as you can observe, adding a float to an integer results in a float. And adding a float to a float will also result in a float. Basically, adding a float to any number will result in a float. So if float is an addend, the sum will always be a float as well. So now let's try adding a Boolean to an integer. And this might seem a little weird, but basically Booleans have numbers assigned to them. And if you remember from last video, true is mapped to 1 and false is mapped to 0. So basically adding true to 3 will be the same thing as adding 1 to 3. And if we get the output, we get 4 because 1 plus 3 is 4. We can do the same thing by just adding 2 booleans to each other. So since true is mapped to 1 and false is mapped to 0, adding true plus false will be the same thing as adding 1 plus 0. And if we get the output, we get 1 because 1 plus 0 is 1. And the last thing I'm going to go over is adding strings. So adding strings is a little different because strings don't have a number value that is specifically assigned to them. So let's say I wanted to add the word race to the word car. Basically what this is going to do is add the word race right next to the word car. And maybe it's better if I show you the output. So adding race to car will get the output race car. It's just going to add the 2 strings right next to each other. This is called concatenation of strings. This is how you spell it, concatenation of strings. And remember, the hashtag sign is just a comment in Python. So let's say I wanted to print the word cat and add it to the word house. If we do that, yeah, we get cat house because that's just adding the two words together. Notice that Python does not automatically produce a space. So if we wanted to add the space right after cat, we actually manually have to put that in. So if we do that, we get the output cat space house. The next operator I'm going to go over is subtraction, which works basically the same way with addition, except for instead of adding, we're subtracting. So we can print, let's say 5 minus 3 instead of 5 plus 3, and Python will automatically calculate this for you and return 2 because 5 minus 3 is 2. And remember, I said if we're adding a float to any number, its output will always be a float. The same thing is with subtraction. So if I subtract a float from any number, it will be a float. If I subtract a number from a float, it will be a float as well. So let's say I wanted to subtract 5.0 minus 3 and 5 minus 3.0. Both of these will return a float. So 2.0, 2.0. All right, and the same thing with booleans. We can subtract booleans. So we can do true minus false, just like addition, false. And since true is 1 and false is 0, we get the output. The output is going to be 1 because 1 minus 0 is 1. Let's try subtracting two strings. So let's say race minus car. Now pause the video and think, what do you think will happen here? So basically, adding strings was allowed, but subtracting strings isn't really allowed. It says unsupported operand types for subtraction, string, and string. So just keep in mind we can't subtract strings from each other. Okay, so we just did subtraction, and now I want to do multiplication. So multiplication is, multiplying two things, and it works similarly to addition and subtraction, except for it's just using the star sign, and it's multiplying instead of adding or subtracting. So let's say I wanted to multiply 2 times 2. Since 2 times 2 is 4, it will print out 4. And instead of the x, we for multiplication, the symbol is star. It's not x. X won't work. So if we do something like 2x2, 2 times 2, this won't work. This is bad syntax. The symbol for multiplication in Python is the star, so just keep that in mind. We can print out 2.0 times 2, and multiplying a float with another number will always be a float, just like addition and subtraction. So we can multiply two booleans together as well. We can do true times true, and remember true is 1, so 1 times 1 will be 1. And we can do true times false just to see 1 times 0 will be 0. So that's what we get. All right, so the last operator I'm going to go over is division. Division works, very similarly to the rest of the operators we saw, except for instead of adding, subtracting, or multiplying, we're dividing. And the symbol for division is the dash sign. It's right next to the shift bar on your right hand. So if we do 2 divided by 2, the output will be 1 because 2 divided by 2 is 1. And one thing to keep in mind is that when we're dividing two numbers, any two numbers, so even if we do 4 divided by 2, the result is always going to be a float. So this is one thing to keep in mind, even if we're dividing two integers. So let's say we want to divide 1 divided by 3. If you've learned what this is going to be equal to 0.333333 continued. And actually Python will return the same thing, 0.3 continued. Now, a few things. Let's try dividing by 0, because we learned in school that we can't divide things by 0. If we divide 42 by 0, Python will will return an error. It says zero division error. Integer division or modulo by 0 on line 4. This means that we cannot divide by 0 in Python, just like we can't divide by 0 in math. Let's say we wanted to divide, let's say 0 by 42. This is allowed because it's allowed in math. 0 divided by 42 or 0 divided by any number is just going to be 0. Okay, so since we just went over all 4 operators that we're going to cover today, let's try doing some problems. So the first problem is, how would I print the word ever after the number 4? So I want to print forever. Let's just check all that applies. Try pausing the video here and see if you can figure this out on your own. Alright, so you should have gotten that the second and third option works, but the rest don't. The first option doesn't work because we're adding an integer to a string, and as we saw before, that's not allowed. The second option works because now we changed the integer, we casted the integer to a string, and now we're just adding 2 strings together. The third option works because if we put 4 in the quotes, it becomes a string, not an integer, so adding 2 strings work. Printing string 4.0, that's just changing 4.0 into a string, so that will actually print out 4.0 ever. The fifth one doesn't work because ever is not a string since it's not in the quotes, so we need to put the ever in quotes as well. Okay, so that is it for today. Thank you for sticking through the whole video with me, and I hope the video was informative. Lastly, I would like to thank a few people: Helia for being amazing team manager, Austin and Advaith for the slides, Einar for editing the video, Drew for drawing the awesome pictures, and our Spanish translation team, Ashley, Steven, and Austin as well. So I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coding!